What is up, guys? I am here today to finally walk you through my very first commentary. So on Mondays I typically do a leg day, Mondays and Thursdays, but I do more of a quad focus on Mondays. So here you see me doing the typical back squat, and I did a pyramid. So what I did was 6 sets, and I went up from my first set to my second set. So my second set was 25 pounds on each, and my first set, as you saw in the previous clip, was 20 pounds on each side. And then for my third set, I added 5 more on each side, so I went up to 30 pounds on each side. And then the fourth set, I kept the weight, and then the fifth, I dropped it back down to 25, and then for the sixth and final set, I dropped it down to 20. And I did 10 reps for each set, and I did a warm-up set with just the bar, just to get my range of motion and stuff, because I haven't been working out since it was Thanksgiving break. But a very big important thing to remember when squatting is to watch how your elbows are parallel to the floor. A lot of people don't think about your elbows when you're squatting, so make sure to think about that. So you can see how the bar glides straight down and up. If you're having trouble squatting, definitely start with the Smith machine, and once you get more comfortable, move on up. And yeah, make sure you lead with your hips. And so for my next exercise, I moved on to leg press, and as you can see, it's on an angle, so it's more of a decline type thing. And I only use plates, one single plate on this, and I know a lot of people can do a lot more weight, but for me it's more about my form and just really feeling a burn, so higher rep or whatnot. And I also did 6 sets of 10 reps on this, and make sure you don't lock out completely at the top. And I supersetted this with sumo narrow stance squats, so you want to make sure your feet are more in, and you definitely want to focus on extending your hips back and making sure your knees do not go over your toes, and really concentrate on how you're guiding your body down and up. Really squeeze your quads, and you're gonna feel it more in your quads since it is more quad focused after all. So then we moved on to walking lunges, and I've really liked incorporating different variations of lunges into my workouts lately. I think they are very compound muscle building. So for example, when you're doing a walking lunge, you have to use stabilizing muscles, so you're engaging your core, you're engaging your back, and once again having your elbows parallel to the floor as well. So just really concentrating on that perfect 90-degree when you're stepping for your lunge, and make sure you're not completely slamming your knee into the ground. I like to touch the ground, so I know I'm getting my full range of motion. But yeah, make sure you're not using that momentum or giving yourself bruises. And we just used a 40-pound easy bar. I don't like going too heavy weight-wise on quad days because I have bigger legs genetically, so I'm not trying to build super big muscle. And I know a lot of people would think oh, you can't get bulky, blah blah blah. My genes are really good for building muscle, so I listen to people like Sarah Bomar, who advised me to use lighter weight. And we just did 4 sets of 15 reps, so 15 steps each leg for this. And we also did leg extension and hip adductor, but I did not record those. But I'm sure you guys are familiar with how to use those 2 machines, and I apologize for that. But we did 3 sets of 21 reps on leg extension, so you do 7 reps inner, 7 reps toes pointed up, and 7 reps toes pointed out. And then for hip adductor, we just did 4 sets of 20 reps. Normal pace, nice and easy. Get the blood flowing, get the hips going, So that was the workout. And one of my favorite, very macro friendly and inexpensive meals that I eat is this salmon lemon pepper guac wrap. And I use like the flat out Italian herb bread, and then this, as you guys can see, this pink salmon, lemon pepper, and then the holy guacamole little packages. And I mainly get, oh, and some green tea, sorry. And I mainly get all my food from Walmart. It is like my actual go-to place. It's really like cheap. You can get name brand things. Like, you don't have to be worried about, like, I don't know, some people are weird about name brands and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure like for 6 wraps it's like $1.80 or something. And then the salmon was $1 a pack, and the guac is a little more expensive, but it's because it's like all natural, like all real. It's just straight like avocado basically, with a little bit of spice and tomato or whatnot. So I think for that it was 6 guacs for $4. But this meal is like so easy, so quick, so on the go. Like, everything's already pre-packaged. I literally can bring it wherever, whenever, if I need some protein and fat and carbs, I guess. It's low carb. But yeah, it's very delicious and very friendly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little commentary, and thank you guys for watching.